So Dark versus Estrella beat Classic. Dude, what is this American bracket right now? Though, this is sick. 2 American players in this in the round of 8. And we have 2 American players in the semifinals. Incroyable. Incroyable. I don't know why I said that in French. Should have said it in American. Let's get into our next game here. Hold on, I'll do a prediction for you guys. If you want to guess who is going to win. Oh my god, except I can't spell future. Future. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner, it's future. Playing for Team Matcherino. Shout out to Matcherino sponsoring a few players, as well as putting, I think they've put over $1 million into StarCraft tournaments at this point, with the like codes that you can get, which we have for this very tournament. Shout out Matcherino, a big shout out. And his opponent in the upper left-hand corner, the blue Zerg for Onside Gaming. It is Solar. See the S in the Onside logo? That's for Solar. Also the O in the Onside logo, it's for Solar. They're both for Solar. Future with the single proxy racks and the racks back at home. Is this like a modified version of Beyond's Reaper opening? And Solar doesn't have a scout on this. This is kind of wild, man. Future breaking the meta. What is he doing here? This is some NA strats coming to Korea. So Future's actually in Korea right now. At the moment. So Future and Estrella, 2 American players, but both in Korea, so they won't be playing with ping or anything like that. So we should have some really sick games. I mean, I can't believe, honestly, Future taking down Hero and Estrella taking down Classic is so sick. We have the 3rd racks here from Future. So he is going to be proxying a Reaper, but also building 2 racks' worth of Reapers back at home. And Solar's going to scout this. He might notice that this racks is quite late. He's also going to notice this Reaper in his base right away. And this is, I mean, this could cause some problems. The Lings are here already, though. It's just a little bit before the Queen. That's the nice thing here for Future. It's such a weird choice to proxy one of these racks. But I guess he just wants to get the action going earlier. He's already got a Ling kill. Looks like he's going to dive for a second one because killing those Lings is so crucial. Solar seems to know this. He has more Lings that just popped out, actually. So he does have a few Lings around. He's got Metabolic Boost starting up. Yeah, 4 more Lings being made. I mean, he saw the 2 racks over here. He's got to know it's proxy based on the timing of this first Reaper. And these Reapers are going to cause some issues for him. Ooh, the Lings get the surround, though, and the Queens take down one of those Reapers. These Reapers eating a little damage. Going to have to run away for now. Future behind this, dropping the command center. So not going all in on Reapers, but he is going to have quite a few out to poke and prod. The Reapers at some point can start to take down Queens. The Reaper grenades really make it hard for the Queens to micro and do anything. Solar knows this, so he's waiting a little bit here. Now, Metabolic Boost is getting pretty close. And those Lings will start to be able to catch these Reapers. Yeah, Solar's being very non-committal at the moment. Or, Future is, excuse me. Solar is just defending, but Future's just kind of chilling for now. Ling speed is done. So as these Queens are starting to get targeted down here and getting bopped off of creep, that's the real danger. Is when they get bopped off creep. The Ling's got to come out and help protect them. These Queens staying alive is actually so huge. The transfuse is clutch from Solar. Solid micro as well with the Lings pretending to dive in, forcing Future to pull back. Future really doesn't want to lose these Reapers without at least trading with as many Lings as possible. Still making Reapers. Oh my god, there's a 4th Rax. Is that a 5th Rax? Jesus Christ, Future. Just when you think the Reapers are done. An Engineering Bay going down. Future's going to get +1 for the Reapers. Holy shit, what a god. I love him so much. Future is actually my hero right now. This is incredible. He's got 5 Reapers on the way at a time. Solar, I mean, like, what? How do you deal with this many Reapers? Because at some point, Lings and Queens, I feel like, don't cut it. Do you have to have Banelings? Even like Roaches start to struggle a little bit at this point. I don't know, man. Future's got a lot of stuff here. I like the 1 Marine. This to me is like the, hey, I'm tech switching. You can just don't worry about it. I'm switching tech, and then boom, like 47 Reapers, 16 Reapers out right now. +1 is a ways away for Future. It's gonna be a while before that finishes up. Oh my God! Look at him jump down the cliff. It takes him like a year. More Reapers coming out every second here. More Lings and another Queen in production right now for Solar. Would like Spine Crawlers be good? I genuinely have no idea. Oh, so many more Lings coming out. I mean, the Reaper Grenades really make life complicated for Solar. Solar does not have a lot of transfuse energy left. The Reaper Grenade's trying to kill a Creep Tumor. They can't even do that. It takes like 10 Reaper Grenades. I think they do 5 damage per grenade. The Marine coming over as well. This Marine's pretty much guaranteed to die, but can at least offer some support in the meantime. Solar's being so patient, which is just absolutely crucial. There goes that Marine, but the Queens are coming across. Oh, the Lings coming in from the backside. The Reapers are stuck. Future getting caught here, but the grenades isn't enough. They're trying to bop the Lings, but the Lings are going to win the fight. And Future is forced to tap out 10 seconds before that +1 finishes. What a beautiful, beautiful strategy. Unfortunately, just getting caught there. Didn't realize there was the big Ling surround coming. Great positioning from Solar. And Future, I think, shaking his head after that one. I think he could have stayed in that game a lot longer if he'd been able to just sneak out of that surround. Maybe get some well-placed grenades to bop those Lings up. He could have gotten out of that. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Perhaps on the next one. Nobody beats Reapers. Solar did beat the Reapers. I feel like that's a great strategy, though. I love that from Future. Is it good? I don't know, but it's great. You know what I mean? It might not be good, but it is great. It's certainly a tough one. I think a lot of the like heavy Reaper does depend on a Zerg like not taking an ideal engagement. And we saw Solar be so patient. He waited and waited and waited for that right opportunity, the right amount of Lings, getting the surround, catching the Reapers a little off guard. And he was able to do exactly that, waiting until the opportune moment to strike. In the upper right-hand corner of Royal Blood, game number 2, it is Onside Gaming's Solar. His opponent in the lower left-hand corner took down Hero in the last match, one of the strongest Protosses in the world. Let's see if he can do the same to this very powerful Zerg. For Matcherino Esports, it's Future. So representing the Americas. Wow. Engineering Bay block on the natural base from Future. God, he's just bringing out the strats. I mean, these are the strats right here from Future. Beautiful. Vlad the Fourth with 6 months of support. Damn. Somebody said seasons don't fear the Reaper. And I think it was Nelson Mandela. You might be right, Vlad the Fourth. You might be right. I've also heard that the wind, the sun, and the rain also don't fear the Reaper. We could be like they are. Future, I just want to be like Future. That's what I want to be like. Future going for a CC first after the Engineering Bay block. Cancels the eBay, drops the command center, and then double racks behind it. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. Oh, wait, hold on. It's all making sense. The wind, the sun. Solar, the sun, and the rain don't fear the Reaper? Of course Solar wouldn't fear the Reaper. Makes so much sense. Rain also doesn't fear Reapers because Rain doesn't play StarCraft 2 anymore. I miss Rain. Rain was an excellent, excellent Protoss. Roach one going down for Solar. What is happening here? Oh my god. Did Solar scout the CC first? Yeah, looks like he might have. Looks like he might have guessed the timing here. Future though, feeling a little bit worried. I mean, this is wild. Was he like expecting Solar to get aggressive? Because he's already got a bunker on the way. Stim is started up, but it's not going to be done for a while. I don't think he knows it's roaches, though, or we'd probably see marauders. I think this bunker is... This, to me, feels like a playtest bunker. This is... Future has played this build, and one of the things it's weak to is early pressure, right? And he's like, just in case, I'm going to have this bunker. It's part of the build, is this bunker. But he doesn't know that there's roaches already nearly across the map, and there's no link speed with this. So there's not going to be like a huge follow-up. Solar will probably drone behind this. I don't know. There's only 21 drones. SCVs will probably have to be pulled. Oh, yeah. And Future spots the roaches. Ravager's being morphed. Natural will be completely evacuated here. But that bunker is going to be crucial. That being said, there's no wall here. And Solar, he's got an Overlord nearby, but it's not here just yet. Oh, losing Stim's painful. But I don't think there's any way to hold on to it. I mean, the SCVs are trying to repair. Nah, it goes down. That is too bad. It means also this is the only Marauder that's going to come out. Oh my god, but the Overlord gets popped here, which means no high ground vision for Solar, so he's just going to dive on top of this. But the repair is going to be good. Roaches and Ravagers starting to fall. Solar is droning behind this. He's going to force the lift on the command center. He's got to get quite a few drones out in order to make this feel worth it. Future's going to have a kind of a tough time pushing down. Reactor on the factory? That feels so strange to me. I don't know that I like the reactor on the factory. I guess it's for the starport, but I feel like you'd want like a Cyclone out right now. I feel like would be incredible. But Future is banking on pushing this away with the bio. Is Solar not wanting to commit to an actual fight? And then he can move across the map with the two medevacs quicker than Solar is maybe expecting him to. And I think that's going to work out here. Yeah, Solar doesn't want to commit to a fight. He says, you know what? I've made like 20 drones behind this. I'm just gonna drone up and take a third. That's cool. We're cool. We're all cool here. But that means Future's follow-up could be very, very strong. With no roach speed and no link speed, like, he doesn't even need a wall. Link speed's going to be done in a little bit, but there's no lings out just yet. I think Future's going to be able to put some pretty hefty aggression on. Stim won't be done, which is unfortunate, but I still, like, this is still scary. This could still get a lot done here. This is really, really nice. I mean, what a hold from Future. This build is wild. Future is giving us new builds in the year of our Lord 2023. It's just incredible. I don't know, maybe this isn't new. Somebody out there is like, this was a build that a 5.2k Terran did on ladder 3 months ago, and Hero Marine thought it was bad, and nobody's ever done it since. We count that. Okay, we count that as a new build. The lack of stim here is very painful. It's just not quite done yet. Future being fancy with the micro, but I think you're just going to have to lift up and get out of here. A couple Marines getting left behind. Overall, nice pickups. Future wants to move out, though. He's got tanks with this. He is rallying across the map. He's just going for it. Oh, my God. He's going for it. The boys have been pulled. Solar's got drones on the way. He's got a lair on the way. See what he builds from here on out. These were already in production when this move out happened. I don't think he realized this was coming. No more drones being made. It's just roaches now. He realizes this is committed. He's going to see in a second just how committed this is as the boys show up. The big first stim. Units pulling back from those biles, but more SCVs showing up to buffer on the front lines. The tank siege is up. Oh, man. Is there enough here for Solar? Future might be able to push through. He's got so much army, and these stim bio units are so powerful. The Ravagers can't stand up to this. They're just going to idly bile and hope that Future isn't paying attention. WW gets called, and Future ties the series up with one of the most wild builds I've seen in a minute. I mean, it's not like wild. It's just, it feels like he's flying by the seat of his pants, but it feels also very practiced. That bunker is the Zerg's probably going to attack me bunker. That's the, like, I know the initial reaction to seeing this build for the first time is to build units and push, and I'm going to make defenses against that. I just love that so much. That is so sick. Oh, and then the follow-up, just going straight for those medevacs so we can start putting pressure on immediately. Yeah, targeting those Ravagers too. It's hot. I mean, Future's micro is excellent. We have seen that. Obviously, losing the Reapers in game 1 was very painful, and I think he's really kicking himself for that. I feel like that shouldn't have happened, but it also, you know, it's a good catch from the Zerg. I think part of that game being going in Solar's favor was the Reapers weren't able to get that damage done early on like they wanted to, right? And then Solar just got a little bit too comfortable and was able to just build a bunch of Lings, get him to a good spot. Oh man, that game 2, we're all tied up. This is game 3, spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Babylon. It is Onside Gaming's Solar, trying to get to yet another KSL Finals. And am I mistaken in thinking this would be our first American player in the grand finals of a KSL? In the upper left-hand corner, one game away from the finals. It's Matcherino's Future. That would actually be so sick. Oh, I dropped my mouse. Struggles. The struggles of the standing desk. It's so much easier to drop your mouse. I hope Future has another build for us. Let's see. We did have Special in the finals. So we have had a North American in the finals. So this will be our second North American in the finals, potentially. I mean, honestly, the chances of us getting an American versus American finals is dangerously close. Is it going to happen? I don't know, man. Dark's pretty good. Astrea's up a game on Dark? What? Dude. Oh my God. This is about to be the NASL. We're turning into the NASL, dude. That's incredible. Caster prediction? I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Future seems to be going the most standard TVZ opening. I was expecting a cheeky third build here, but Future's like, all right, it's time to go into standard play. I don't think Future's averse to going Battle Mech, so that could be kind of cool to see from him. It looks like he's going to open Hellions, so the potential is certainly there. Battle Mech is a really cool style, and I think at this point, like, pretty much just North American Terrans do that. But I feel like Solar is going to be really good against it. I don't know, it's tough. I think Solar can get caught off guard by strategies like that. We kind of saw that against... That's a proxy starport. You just love to see it. Future really giving us the good strats here. What was the last match? It was Solar against Nightmare. And Nightmare did something I think Solar wasn't, I don't know, super expecting. I feel like he can get caught off guard a little bit sometimes. He's such a reactive player that if you can kind of confuse Solar, sometimes those reactions just don't quite work out for him. I mean, last game's a good example of that. I don't think he was expecting that follow-up attack to hit so hard, so quick. And, yeah, Future just surprised and got the win. Did Cure just do some Battle Mech in GSL? I haven't watched all the GSL. So I didn't see that. So if that's the case, I mean, you know, it's still happening. I'm glad to see Battle Mech still getting mixed in. I feel like that was gone for a while, and it's still a solid strategy. Right, the proxy starport is done. Little bit of a supply block here for future. Got to tighten up that build order. Get a little bit of crispness in that build order, but it is going to be a Liberator to follow up this medevac. Woo! Hellion drop in the main base. But 2 of those Hellions going down very quickly. This medevac's so low. Oh, well, that did not work out at all for future. And this is already a tough deficit to come back from. This harass was supposed to kill a good amount of drones. And it was supposed to stay alive to distract so that this Liberator could get even more damage done. And I mean, Future put kind of a lot into this. Now, there's a 3rd CC behind this, but this is a very painful opening. Future's getting into stim and a couple of racks behind this, but it's going to be a while before he can do actually anything. And Solar knows that. Solar is just hitting the drone key. He's up to 50. There's 8 more on the way. I expect we'll see a 4th base coming up very soon here for Solar. I guess probably once he confirms that it's not just like some crazy follow-up from Future. But so far, the Liberator's just chilling. I think Future's going to hold on to that until he can get some pressure out on the map and maybe try to pull Solar in a few different positions. Yeah, but Solar's just fully free to drone now. This is a real problem for Future. I mean, this is like part of the reason you open Hellions is to get some map control and force your opponent to constantly try to deal with them. This huge lull in pressure out of Future is so good for Solar. I like what Future's doing to try to get back into it, though. The very quick 3rd. Pulls it out here before it's even an orbital. There's really no defense. If the Lings ran across the map right now, this 3rd would be in some trouble. It's just a couple of Hellions and a few Marines. Future's taking that chance, though. And this Ling's going to scout this, but I think by now there's probably enough Marines to deal with this. Solar's not going to commit any units to the other side of the map. Solar is on an excellent drone count, though. He's already up to 72 workers. He's got 1-1 on the way, a Bane nest, a ton more Lings coming out. Yeah, Future, he needs to get... If this bunkers up with some Marines in it, I think he'll be okay. But I don't know. Solar could very quickly put some pressure on here. He's got the creep spread going so hard. Every moment that passes by without Future out on the map is so good for Solar. It's so insanely good. Solar's just in a great spot right now, and he knows it. He's stopped droning, at least for the time being, at 76. It's getting that Bane speed, morphing Banelings, and I think with 1-1 in Bane speed, Solar's just going to have a hugely overwhelming amount of Ling Bane. And what do you do against that as Future? He's got tanks up on the high ground. Is he hoping to just take a cost-efficient enough fight? I mean, Future's 1-1 is very well timed. It's actually going to hit a little bit before Solar's. So they will be on equal upgrades for pretty much every single fight, assuming 2-2 starts up promptly for both players. Hydra's behind this for Solar. Solar does tend to play pretty defensive, and the fact that he's not committing right now, I feel like is a testament to just the kind of player Solar is. He'll catch the Hellions when they try to come on to creep, but he's a little bit wary of whatever is here for Future. And as Future starts stimming forward, sieging these tanks up on the edge of creep, it's just such a late push, though. Look how far out this creep is. We have tanks sieging up on Future's half of the map right now to try to push this creep away. And Solar has so much time to build more and more Lings. Bane speed's going to finish up. He's got Overlords on the way. The Hydra Den is done. He could start busting out some Hydras if he wants. Looks like it's just going to be Ling Bane for now, and he's going to tech up behind this. Future is slow pushing. He does have a 4th base behind this, so he doesn't have to commit to any sort of aggression. I feel like this central push, though, is going to get absolutely squanched shortly. Oh, looks like that Liberator did come in. It was taken down by the Spore Crawler, but a couple of drones going down. At least Future's got that for him right now. So far, other than that, it's just been creep tumors. And this creep is, I mean, it's so high up here. It's getting right onto Future's base. Oh, can he stop this from happening? Targets down those creep tumors and pulls back. Nicely done. Nicely done, Future, knowing he needs to do something. But Solar's maxed. And Solar's going straight for the lurkers. Hive is halfway done. There's drilling claws on the way for Future to get these Widow Mines out. By the time those Widow Mines are out, like in high enough numbers to really do anything, I feel like there's going to be lurkers out. And I don't know if you guys know this, but lurkers are way better than Widow Mines. Like so much better. So way better. I like this movement from Future, though. He's got these medevacs. He's going to try to push the creep, trade with some lings. A little bit of stuttering here. Hopefully it's not affecting the players. I mean, Widow Mine doing well. That's 10 kills on that bad boy. Future needs a lot more like that to be able to take some good fights. But again, Solar's just being so patient. He's going to have to trade some units soon to start morphing lurkers. But for now, he's just chilling. Getting Adrenal, getting his upgrades going. 2-2. Finished up now for both players. Well, almost finished up for Future here, actually. This is a dicey moment for him. But Solar decides to pull back. Morph those lurkers. He did need to trade some units out to free up the supply. Getting into Vipers as well. And Future has no defense against the Vipers. There's no Ghosts out right now. The Ghost Academy is on the way, but it's not quite here yet. No, what is his lag? Stop stuttering. Ah! BattleNet! BattleNet's really sucked lately. Huge sucking from BattleNet. I really hope we don't drop from this game. This game's been so good. Oh my god, this counterattack. This counterattack is huge into the 4th base. Now, Future is sending a bunch of bio units down here to protect his base. There are Widow Mines. There is a planetary. Solar's going to back up. You know what? Future pushes that away. We're entering late game. I have no idea how Future's late game TVZ is. Genuinely not a clue. So Future was kind of semi-retired for a while, I think, to focus on studies. So I haven't really cast much Future in the last year and a half, 2 years really. He's been gone for a minute. And of those games, I haven't cast a single late game TVZ. So very interested to see how Future's late game is. We know Solar's is fantastic. He does sometimes have a nuke avoiding problem, and that he doesn't. But we don't see any nukes on the way just yet. Solar's major weakness. Some more lings going down. Yeah, both players starting to bank up. This is getting pretty sick. Solar being so non-committal is actually giving Future a... Like, Future's back in this game, and he was pretty dead for a while. Solar just never punished him. And on this kind of economy, more CCs coming up, lots of tanks out. What's the ghost count looking like? Not a single ghost. Okay, that's a problem for Future. I feel like ghosts are going to be crucial here. Future trying to get those tanks out of there, but the Blinding Cloud gets the kills. No ghosts here is really painful. 3 on the way. Yeah, tanks getting yoinked and murdered here. Solar's starting to pick away at Future's defenses. Triple tank production now for Future. He's got 3-3 about halfway done as well. Ooh, Marine's getting absolutely gutted by these lurkers here. Baneling's coming in as well. But some snipes. No, Solar's going to pull back. Ooh, a forward planetary from Future. I like this a lot. I think the forward planetary is really sick. Unfortunately, it's not done yet. Blinding Cloud's going to get these tanks killed. The bio a little bit too far away to help out. Ooh, in a bit of a tight spot here, but the Banelings not getting the greatest connections. That planetary will go down. And lurkers down here now putting some pressure onto these barracks. Future really needs a 5th. So the 4 bases was fine for a while, but because he hasn't been able to put any pressure on, and he is just getting attacked from all sides, he desperately needs to get a 5th base up. I think it's going to have to be this one. Extra bases can get really tough to take on this map in particular. I feel like I see a lot of action on these fringe bases usually. Even the 5th bases. Like, 5th bases are hard to take on this map. Oh, this is so good for Solar, though. And Solar's patient play is really starting to pay off. As, I mean, the trades here, I feel like should be very good for the Terran, and they are just not. They're slightly good for the Terran, but as I say that, I don't know, Ling Bane's hitting on this side. There's no defenses for these barracks. They're going to go down. The Lurker's starting to actually hurt this orbital. Tank's moving forward, but they can only move forward a little bit at a time. Ling Bane Hydra down here does get pushed away, but Lurker's still causing issues. Ooh, okay. It's nuke time. Solar paying attention. This nuke will kill the creep tumors at the very least. Oh my god, please. Cancels the nuke. Cancels the nuke to let everybody get back to mining a little sooner. Gets the tanks in position, but now this planetary gets taken out as those tanks all rotated northwards. 18 SCVs plus the crucial 4th base, the most important base for Future to keep alive, going down. And now, oh my god, the tanks tried to move again. And the Lurkers came back in, killing more workers, taking down the gas here. Tanks push them away, but it feels like Solar's late game is just, it's just better than Future's. And now we've got Nidus Worms popping up to reinforce anywhere Solar wants to put down Nidus Worms. I think this should get taken down by the Tank Ghost combo, but it's just a distraction. It's just a diversion. EMP on the Vipers, but it's not going to be enough. There's another Blinding Cloud ready to go. Pick up into the medevacs, but I don't know. It's not looking good here for Future, who falls under 100 supply. GG gets called, and despite an excellent series and a great game to win, Future has to tap out. Solar gets the 2-1 victory, stops this from becoming the NASL, which is good. We don't need those sound issues in our life. And Solar gets to go to yet another finals.